It's time for Oskaloosa Indians softball action on the No Coast Network. And now, live softball action on the No Coast Network.
Welcome back to Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa. And we are ready for game number 2 of the Oskaloosa Indians play in the Indian Classic Softball Tournament. I'm Joe Lancello along with Cade Snakenberg. Thanks for joining us again here on KBOE, on KMZN, AM and FM. Oskaloosa has not won the coin toss apparently, so it will be Fairfield who will be the home team. And Oskaloosa will be coming to bat first. And they will start with this lineup. Megan Mormon will lead off and be the catcher. Batting second at third base is Ashley Kinley. Batting third at first base, Ava Vanderwall. Batting fourth, the designated player Abby Braunmeyer, and she is batting for center fielder McKenna Schaffner. Hitting fifth for the Indians, in right field, Sophia Dykstra. Shortstop Maddie Haynes will bat sixth. Pitching for Oskaloosa and hitting seventh is Faith Durandi. Batting eighth at second base, Taylor Wells, and playing left field, Kaylee Johnson. Mormon, Kinley, and Vanderwall, Braunmeyer, Dykstra, and Haynes, Durandi, Wills, and Johnson. And they will face Cody Engel. That's C-O-T-Y, her first name. And she is an 8th grader with a record of 5-5 with a 4.49 earned run average.
Yep, we'll be hearing her name for the next couple of years, I'm sure.
And a lot on this Fairfield team, a lot of 8th graders and 9th graders. And the first pitch to Megan Mormon is outside for ball 1. Megan went 2 for 4 in the opening game against East Marshall, which the Indians lost 2-1. Swing and a chopper to the circle. Engel up with it and throw to first for the out.
Yeah, the Fairfield girls team has been, athletic-wise, has always been pretty solid, whether it be women's basketball, volleyball. They were tennis champs this year as well. And
first and second in singles.
Yep. They're just the girls in Fairfield are kind of like a different breed over there. They're studs, and it's a safe way to say it.
I think Phillies is probably more anatomically correct, though. First pitch to Ashley Kinley is strike 1. And the next pitch outside for ball 1, 1-1. Ashley, senior third baseman, 0 for 4 in the first game against East Marshall. Here's a swing and a grounder foul to the Oskaloosa dugout on the third base side. Count now 1-2. Fairfield just finished their first game, defeating Van Meter 7-6.
That was a thriller game, pretty exciting one.
Kinley with a swing, hits it high in the air to right field. Coming in is the right fielder Ellie Baker. Coming in very shallow and toward the line and makes the grab for out number 2. Now the left-handed hitting Ava Vanderwall stands in, the Oskaloosa first baseman. Ava looks at a pitch low and away, ball 1. Ava 0 for 2 with a walk in the first game against East Marshall. For Engel, this is her 12th game of the year and her 10th start. Swing and a chop foul to the screen, count is 1-1. In 48 1/3 innings, Engel has allowed 59 hits, 43 runs, 31 earned. She's walked 24 and struck out 26. Opponents batting .251 against her.
Not bad for an 8th grader.
The 1-1 swung on line into right field, and that will be a base hit. It was fielded on a short hop by the right fielder Baker. She threw to first to try to retire Vanderwall, but couldn't.
Yep, Baker out there in right field. She's been playing pretty shallow from the get-go.
So the Indians with a 2-out single brings up designated player Abby Braunmeyer. She'll bat for center fielder McKenna Schaffner. And a half swing, and the umpire says no, she did not go around. Ball 1. Abby 0 for 3 in the first game. Engel, the right-hander, deals low. The ball got away from the catcher, and that will allow Vanderwall to steal second.
Yep, good base running by Ava. I'm pretty sure Coach Harms didn't give her a signal to go. She just went, saw the catcher, hesitated, fumbled the ball.
The 2-0 pitch grounded to short. Coming up is Shaylin Drish. She'll throw to first in time for the out to retire the side. The Oskaloosa Indians get 1 hit. There's 1 left. After a half inning, Oskaloosa nothing, Fairfield coming to bat. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford has the lowest prices around on brand new Fords. And now when you purchase a new Craig Ford, we'll also give you a 65-inch 4K HD flat screen TV.
No extra charge.
Buy a Ford, get a flat screen at Craig Ford. And if you can bring me a deal I can't beat, I'll still give you the TV. Craig Ford in Oskaloosa, where you get the best deals on new Fords and a 65-inch HD TV.
Some limitations apply. See Craig Ford for details.
Why is Seafirst Credit Union growing so fast? Because Andy got a great rate on his new truck for him and his best buddy. Because Derek and Stephanie's checking account includes opportunities to qualify for some serious cash. And Matt joined Seafirst because his best friends recommended it. And they were right about sushi. It all adds up. Save with us, borrow with us, grow with us. Because together is better.
Fairfield come to bat now in the bottom of the second. No score in the Indian Classic. This is going to be their final game here in the Classic. They earlier beat Van Meter 7-6. And their batting order will start with shortstop Shaylin Drish to lead off. Batting second, the designated player Allison Rebling. And she will play for center fielder Danielle Breen. Cody Engel, the pitcher, bats third. First baseman Hannah Simpson hits cleanup. Catcher Jana Norris will bat fifth as Drish looks at strike 1. Third baseman Peyton McCabe will hit sixth. Destiny Gridley, the second baseman, will bat seventh. Ellie Baker in right field bats eighth. And the 0-1 pitch is high to Drish, who is a junior. And batting ninth is left fielder Delaney Breen. The 1-1 pitch, hit in the air to left field. That will go foul out of play, and the count goes 1-2. Fairfield has twin sisters in the outfield. Delaney Breen is in left field, and Danielle is in center. The 1-2 to Drish. Floats high, 2-2.
We got a battle of young pitchers, young rising pitchers today, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Faith Durande, freshman, with Fairfield's 8th grader.
Here's a swing and a foul on the screen. And Haley Hacker, Oskaloosa's main pitcher, hardly a spinster as a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Drish, a left-hand batter, stands close in the left-hand batter's box. 2-2 pitch line. Past the second baseman, it will go all the way to the wall in right center. Drish will get to second and pull up third with a leadoff double.
Nice hit by Drish.
She smacked that pretty hard. That is her fifth double of the year. Came into the weekend hitting .431 with no homers and 10 runs batted in.
And she's solid.
Now, an interesting thing, Kate, about Fairfield is going into today, they have one stolen base attempt all season.
Really? One attempt.
And it was successful. And here's Allison Rebling, the designated player. She looks at strike 1. Rebling is their main pitcher, and she pitched the win over Van Meter earlier today. Rebling, a right-handed batter, showing bunt, now backs away and takes a pitch high 1-1.
Yep, we're going to have some old school softball today as both these coaches have been around and coached the game for a long time. So, both teams are well coached. We haven't mentioned it yet, but we did in Game 1 that these two teams met in sub-state last year. They have a little bit of a history. Fairfield knocking Oski off to advance to state.
The 2-1 pitch to Rebling, swung on and fouled into the screen, count 2-2.
And most of the girls on this Oskaloosa team do know that, and they want to get a little payback and set the tone, because I assume these two teams will meet again in the future.
Both coaches expecting it, Bob Bradfield of Fairfield and Jay Harms of Oskaloosa. The 2-2 hit high in the air, but foul out of play, and the count holds at 2-2. Fairfield 12, make that 13-9 on the season after their win over Van Meter earlier today. Oskaloosa 9-8 overall. Rebling, a junior, swung in a foul out of play again, and the count holds at 2-2.
Yep, and both teams advising to play their second string pitchers, their backup pitchers tonight, so I think that's a little bit interesting as well.
The 2-2, strike three, called on the outside corner. Durrani with a first strikeout of the game. That's one down for Fairfield in the bottom of the first in a scoreless game. Drish remains at second, and now the pitcher, Cody Engel. C-O-T-Y. She's an 8th grader, coming into the tournament, batting .308. No home runs, 10 runs batted in. 4 doubles. Left-hand batter, looks at strike one.
Faith has found her groove so far. The last batter and seems to carry it on over to this batter as well.
I would assume she pitched last night. In one of the losses to Oskaloosa, here's a bunt right to Durrani, coming off the circle. Pump fakes, throws, tie to first base. This will allow Drish to come in and score. And Engel will go to second on the play. And it's Fairfield up 1-0.
Yep, with the little soft hit, Ava Vanderwall was pulled away from her bag, and she went charging for the ball. Taylor was a little bit late rotating over to first from second. And his ball, Faith probably should have just kept instead, because the batter was going to be safe.
That explains the pump fake.
Yep. But, so there's a one. One error leads to 1 run. Hopefully the Indians, though, can bounce back and get striking out or something, and then get our bats back. Now
Hannah Simpson, the left-handed first baseman, hits one through Durrandi's legs into center field for a base hit. Engel is around second and will come in to score and make it 2-0. In favor of Fairfield. An RBI single for Simpson, who was second team all-conference last year as an 8th grader.
Yep, Faith almost took that softball off the leg, and last night she did end up getting hit with a line drive when she was pitching in the forearm.
Jenna Norris, the catcher, swings and fouls one off toward the Fairfield dugout on the first base side for strike one. Norris, a freshman. 1 homer and 14 RBI going into the weekend with a .234 average. Right-handed hitter, swing and a miss, 0-2. Eva Vanderwall at first for Oskaloosa. Taylor Wells at second. Maddie Haynes at short, and Ashley Kinley at third. The outfield left to right, Kaylee Johnson, McKenna Schaffner, and Sophia Dykstra. Megan Mormon, the catcher. The 0-2 from Durrandi. Swing and a miss, strike three, and a throw to first. Gets Simpson diving back safely for out number 2. This brings up the third baseman, Peyton McCabe. An 8th grader, right-hand batter. Looks at a pitch that sails high and away, ball 1. McCabe, .268 on the season going into the weekend. No home runs, 8 runs batted in. Durrandi deals. Check swing. Held up in time, 2-0. Fairfield up 2-0 on Oskaloosa in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch in for a strike, 2-1. We had a spot shower earlier. Here's a swing and a liner foul into the screen to the left. Count 2-2. But fortunately, nothing steady from that. We may still have something pop up as the afternoon goes on.
Yeah,
Durandi's 2-2.
it is getting a little cloudy over towards the northwest.
Durandi's 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. Simpson on first, the 3-2 outside, ball 4. Durandi's first walk sends Simpson to second with 2 away and 2 runs in. Hicks brings up the second baseman, Destiny Gridley. Gridley hitting .316, no homers, 7 RBI. Taller right-hand batter. Looks at strike 1. Indians straight away in the outfield. The 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2.
It was a nice rising ball pitch from Faith. It ended up getting the batter. She's pretty good at that little rising ball action. She throws it pretty well and accurate.
The 0-2 missed outside, 1-2.
Almost thought she'd get her to chase on that one. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
Sometimes a batter will. You never know. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, one after up. High hard one, and that retires the side. Durandi with her 3rd strikeout of the inning. Fairfield scored twice on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left. After 1 inning, Fairfield 2, Oskaloosa nothing. Back in a minute. This is the Indian Classic Softball event on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Right fielder Sophia Dykstra leading off for Oskaloosa in the top of the second. She swings and fouls a pitch to the left for strike 1. Sophia 2 for 3. Earlier today, swinging a ground ball right to the third baseman McCabe. She'll throw to first in time for the out. 1 up and 1 down for Oskaloosa, and boy, I didn't misread my batting order, or the Indians are hitting out of order. This is Faith Durrani, the pitcher, stepping in. And Maddie Haynes is on deck. First pitch to Faith is ball 1.
Boy, Joe, you gotta love having pitchers that can bat the ball well.
Durrani looks at a pitch inside, 2-0. Faith had a single in 3 trips against East Marshall earlier today. Here's a swing grounder again, right to the third baseman McCabe. She'll throw to first in time for out number 2.
Yep, McCabe getting it done. Nice back-to-back plays. Well done. She's getting her glove in. She's throwing it on target to first. Nicely done.
Now Maddie Haynes, the shortstop, hitting in the 7th spot in the second game, and takes a pitch that just missed inside, ball 1. Maddie 0 for 3 in the first game. Engel's pitch sails too high, 2-0. And I mean over the catcher's glove, too high. Jenna Norris is catching for Fairfield. Hannah Simpson at first, Destiny Gridley at second, Shaylin Drish at short, and Peyton McCabe at third. The 2-0. Missed inside 3-0. Ellie Baker in right field playing very shallow.
She is.
Delaney Breen in left and Danielle Breen in center straight away. 3-0 pitch. Low ball 4. First walk given up by Engel, and the Indians have their second base runner of the day. This brings up second baseman Taylor Wills. Taylor, a junior, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice against East Marshall. And Taylor looks at a pitch inside for ball 1. That's 5 in a row out of the strike zone, thrown by Cody Engel. Haynes the runner at first with 2 down. And the next pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Indians will take on Creston at 4:15 scheduled start time. We'll have that for you this afternoon here on KMZN. 1-1 pitch inside 2-1. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello and Kate Snakenberg with you from Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa. 2-1 pitch. A strike high in the zone, 2-2.
Come on, Taylor.
Left fielder Kaylee Johnson on deck for Oskaloosa. The 2-2 is
low.
Just low, 3-2.
Looked good.
Wills, a right-handed batter, will have a look.
Everyone's running on this pitch.
And swing and a miss, strike 3. The first strikeout for Cody Engel retires the side. The Indians, no runs, no hits. There was a walk, no errors, and 1 runner left. The Indians have stranded 2. After an inning and a half, it's Fairfield 2, Oskaloosa nothing. Back in a minute, this is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fairfield with their 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up in the bottom of the second as they're up 2-0 over Oskaloosa. Right fielder Ellie Baker stands in. Right-handed batter looks at strike 1 from Faith Durandi. Baker hitting 125, 4 hits and 32 at bats, no home runs, 1 run batted in going into today's play. Durandi's 1-strike pitch fouled into the screen, 0-2. Good to see Faith getting ahead of the hitters.
Definitely, and that's so big for pitchers to do, is get ahead of the batters, because then you get to control what you want to do from there on out, whether you want to pitch it inside, outside. It's just so helpful.
Baker went after one outside, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Like right there, Faith knew she had 2 strikes on her and could afford some to throw some balls that are close just to get the batter to chase. And right there, she throws it low and outside, and it was close enough to be a strike that the batter had to swing with her 2 strikes so she wouldn't strike out. Just beautiful.
All 4 outs that Durandi has recorded have been by the strikeout. First pitch to left fielder Delaney Breen is inside, ball 1. Delaney in left field, her twin sister Danielle playing in center for Fairfield in this game. The 1-0, in for a strike, 1-1. The Breen twins are freshmen.
Both teams have a very young roster.
Mm-hmm. The 1-1 missed outside, 2-1. Fairfield in orange tops with black trim on the shoulders, black letters and numbers with white trim, and black pants. The 2-1 pitch, high 3-1. Oskaloosa in their maroon shirts with white numbers and letters and black pants and maroon socks. 3-1 pitch is fouled down the right field line, and the count goes full to Delaney Breen, 3-2.
Yeah, the Fairfield dugout has been pretty loud this at-bat with the heckles. Hopefully it's not getting into Faith's head. Hopefully Faith can deliver a strikeout and shush the crowd.
Or as Warren Zevon might say, they're excitable girls. The 3-2, swung and a foul into the screen, still 3-2.
Faith just needs to keep hanging in there, keep giving her strikes. You definitely don't want to walk a batter.
Durandi looks into catcher Megan Mormon for the sign. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, changing speeds. And Breen was way ahead of it. That's out number 2 and strikeout number 5 for Durandi.
Yep, love how Faith has been pitching so far. She bounced back from the couple of hits, and she's had 4 strikeouts now, I believe. 5?
All 5 outs. And the first pitch to shortstop Shaylin Drish is fouled out of here to the left for strike 1. Drish doubled and scored in the opening inning. Fairfield 2, Oskaloosa nothing. Fairfield hitting in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 sailed high, 1-1. Drish, one of several left-handed hitters in the Fairfield lineup. The 1-1 swung on, hit in the air, into right field. Dykstra coming in to make the grab for out number 3. 3 up and 3 down for Fairfield in the second after 2. Fairfield 2, Oskaloosa nothing. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Oskaloosa with their 9-1-2 hitters to start the top of the third inning. Kaylee Johnson, the left fielder, looks at a pitch outside for ball 1. Kaylee, a sophomore, 1 for 3 in the Indians' earlier 2-1 loss to East Marshall in this classic. The 1-0 swung on, grounded hard but foul on the third base side. Count evens 1-1. Johnson followed by catcher Megan Mormon and third baseman Ashley Kinley in the top of the third. Oskaloosa, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error. Fairfield, 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. The 1-1 swung and fouled off the plate, 1-2. Johnson, a right-hand batter. 1-2 pitch bounces in, 2-2. Fairfield in with a record of 13-9. 2-2 pitch, hit in the air to left field. Going back and won't get it is Delaney Breen. The ball will go to the wall. Kaylee Johnson will go into second standing with a double. Second hit for the Indians today.
Nice hit by Kaylee. She hit that ball, slapped the fence. Excellent job.
That sounded real good.
It did.
And I'm not a big fan of the sound that a ball makes off an aluminum bat. But that sounded really good.
Oh, yeah.
This brings up the leadoff hitter, Megan Mormon, the Oskaloosa catcher. She looks at strike one. Megan grounded to the pitcher her first time up.
Kaylee typically is a decent batter as well, so I kind of like how, Jay Harms has someone with her capability in the bottom of the lineup just so she can get the team back to the top of the lineup.
Mormon looks at a pitch inside for ball one. The count evens 1-1. Baker in right field playing very shallow and close to the line in right. 1-1 pitch slapped toward third. McCabe up with it. Throw to first for the out. And on the play, Johnson will go to third. Waited until after McCabe threw the ball before she tried to advance.
Yep. Good hit by Megan. Sacrifices herself to advance a base runner. Kaylee Johnson not third.
With just one out.
Yep. Let's get her home.
Ashley Kinley, the third baseman, stands in. She flying to right her first time up. Swing and a chopper right to McCabe. She'll look back at third. The throw to first gets away. A run scores. Kinley is on her way to second. And the ball is thrown away again and gets near the Oskaloosa dugout, but Kinley will be at second. Yep. That'll be an RBI single for Ashley. And going to second. And going to third as the throw did get into the dugout.
Ashley was making the case that she was interfered at the first baseman. Got her glove in and...
well, now they've changed their mind and sent her back to second.
Yep.
Not everybody's a good lobbyist. The Indians are within one now at 2-1.
Oh.
And Ava Vanderwall hit one in the air, but right to the pitcher for out number 2. I thought that was going to go a little higher than it did, but apparently not. So 2 down.
She got under quite a bit.
Kinley still at second with 2 down, and now Abby Braunmeyer, the DP, designated player, looks at a pitch in for a strike at the letters. Abby ground to short her first time up. The smell from the concession stand, which is right underneath us, is driving us to distraction. The 0-1. Just missed inside 1-1. And I do recommend the cheeseburgers.
I got the Bosco sticks. I enjoyed them.
The 1-1. Slapped hard through the middle for a base hit. Here is Kinley around third. She will come in to score. The throw is cut off. And the Indians have tied it at 2.
Beautiful. Excellent hit by Abby Braunmeyer, hitting it right back to the pitcher just enough to get by her, and then shortstop couldn't make the play. Excellent job. Ashley Kinley, great base running with the speed. She listened to her coach Harms telling her to go home right away. Got home safely. Excellent job.
Now right fielder Sophia Dykstra looks at ball 1. Sophia ground to third her first time up. Indians have tied it at 2 here in the top of the third. Slow grounder to third. McCabe with a nice stop, but too late. She was looking forward to feeling the ball on a hop, but then the ball took a hop to her right and wound up in her bare hand, and she wasn't quite prepared for that. And this allows Dykstra to reach on an infield single, and Braunmeyer goes to second.
Yep, the girls looking to get a little bit more confident. They've been struggling in the past couple games with the hitting-wise. Hopefully this gets the whole team motivated with confidence so that they can get going.
Faith Durandi, the pitcher, looks at strike 1. Now backs away from one inside, 1-1. Faith ground to third her first time up. Braunmeyer on second, Dykstra on first with 2 out. The Indians have scored twice here in the top of the third to tie the game. Durandi with a foul to the screen, and the count goes 1-2. Fairfield scoring twice in the first. Oskaloosa have scored twice here in the third. And the Indians still with runners on first and second and 2 out. Ball in the air to center field, going back, and it is out of here. Faith Durandi, a 3-run shot to straightaway center field. And the Indians now with a 5-2 lead. That thing just kept carrying and carrying.
Yep, she hit it over the center fielder too. Excellent hit by Faith. I believe that's her, what, 4th on the year?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Faith, a pitcher that can hit home runs, nothing better.
4th home run of the year, RBIs 9, 10, and 11, and the Indians now with a 5-2 lead over Fairfield with all 5 Oskaloosa runs here in the top of the 3rd.
They've done this all with 2 outs too, Joe. Excellent job.
Shortstop Maddie Haynes fouls one off at the plate for strike 1. Maddie walked her first time up.
You can just feel the confidence running with this team right now, Joe. They've been down. They lost the last 3 games. Haven't been able to hit the ball that well, but they're coming out strong right now.
The 0-1 to Haynes is high 1-1. Maddie, the 8th player to hit for Oskaloosa here in the top of the 3rd. And the Indians have scored 5. Swinging a drive into left center field. That will go to the wall. Haynes around first. The throw to second will not be in time, and Maddie has a 2-out double.
Yep, and if you're an Oskaloosa fan right now, you are jumping with joy with that hit. Maddie Haynes has struggled all year, and with that double right there, you just get a sense of happiness that she's back.
And as I was saying before, that one sounded really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maddie, she was a first-team All-State, wasn't she, last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and she, as a freshman, and this year, she just really hasn't been clicking like she has, and hopefully that hit really gets her pumping too.
Brief conversation on the mound between Fairfield's pitcher and catcher and one of the assistant coaches.
See if
there was a bullpen, I couldn't see to tell you if there was action anyway because of the trees that are up here.
Yeah.
Now second baseman Taylor Wells with a runner on second and 2 out, and the Indians with 5 runs in here in the top of the 3rd. Taylor looks at strike 1. She struck out her first time up. 5 runs in this 3rd inning. The 0-1, chop foul at the plate, 0-2. Faith Durandi's 3-run homer capped it off. Prior to that, there were RBI singles by Ashley Kinley and Abby Braunmeyer. Haynes on second. The 0-2 chop to the right side, and that will chop over the head of the right fielder Baker. Here is Haynes coming in to score. Taylor Wills going into 3rd with a stand-up triple. 6-2 Oskaloosa.
Yep, the right fielder, Joe, we've mentioned it so far in this game. She's been playing real shallow, trying to back up the first basewoman, and that time it just got her as she hit it right over her head.
Now Kaylee Johnson, who started this inning with a double to left, looks at strike 1. Indians with a 6-run 3rd inning.
Yep, and every batter's batted as well.
Wills the runner on 3rd as Johnson looks at ball 1 outside, 1-1.
Kaylee hit it to the fence, didn't she? First time she was up.
Yeah, and so did Maddie. Here's a swing and a line drive to left, dropped by the left fielder. Wills scores to make it 7-2. And Johnson is on first.
How about this 2-out rally by the Indians, Joe?
I'd be happy to see this again. First error of the day on Fairfield on the left fielder Delaney Breen as Megan Mormon stands in and looks at a pitch just outside ball 1. Megan has grounded out twice. Indians with 7 runs this inning. This may be the biggest offensive inning for the Indians all year. Mormon with a swing and a ground ball throw for a base hit. Goes past the center fielder Danielle Breen. Here is Kaylee Johnson around 3rd. She will score to make it 8-2.
And we have no sign of stopping this run right now.
Mormon will get credit for a single and will go to second on the error, and we will have a new pitcher as Cody Engel will leave after 2 2/3 innings. We'll let you know who's coming into the game now is sophomore Bailey Hurd to pitch. And while she warms up, we'll take a break. Oskaloosa still batting in the top of the third. They've got 8 runs in, a runner on second, and an 8-2 lead over Fairfield. Back in a minute on KMZN on the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Bailey Hurd, a right-hander, is the new pitcher for Fairfield. This is her 4th appearance of the year, no wins or losses. She's pitched 3 2/3 innings, given up 9 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 2. She's got an earned run average of 7.64. Opponents are hitting .409 against her. Cody Engel going 2 2/3 innings. 8 runs allowed. She's responsible for the runner at second, who is Lauren Kuhn, the courtesy runner for catcher Megan Moorman. And now Ashley Kinley steps in. She had an infield single to drive in a run, and she later scored in the top of this 3rd inning. 8-2 Indians.
Yep, I like how aggressive the Oskaloosa batters have been. They're going for every pitch. They're not settling for balls and strikes. They're going up to the plate wanting to hit the ball, and you can see how much that's paid dividends for them so far.
The pitcher, Cody Engel, has moved to left field, so it appears that the new pitcher, Hurd, will be the one that the Flux player hits for, and that had been Danielle Breen. Now everybody's just kind of standing around. I'm not sure what they're waiting for.
The umpire is
okay.
over in the Oskaloosa dugout. I think they're fixing the lineup.
Checking the changes.
Yep. Guess it takes 2 umpires to do it, though.
Which is all we have.
Yep. Looks like Linda Harms is in charge of the Oskaloosa girls scorecard. Wife of head coach Jay Harms.
I had that responsibility many a time in high school.
Yep. The book.
So where we left off, Lauren Kuhn is the runner on second with 2 away, and third baseman Ashley Kinley is waiting to bat. As the Indians have scored 8 runs here in the top of the third to take an 8-2 lead over Fairfield. Did somebody make a mistake on writing down a lineup?
Yeah, it's taking a lot longer than it should.
You wonder what it is, because if Oskaloosa was hitting out of order, you would have thought with this rally they would have figured this out or called somebody's attention to it a long time ago.
Yep. Looks like we got the police hanging out with some kids over behind left center field. That's always a good sight. Seeing the police officers in our town get involved with the community and youth.
Well, you hope the kids aren't doing anything arrestable.
Yeah, it didn't look like it.
First pitch to Kinley is a strike on the outside corner.
They've been doing that caught you in the action cool idea with Snowbiz, I know.
I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
The 0-1 swing and a foul out of here to the right, 0-2 on Ashley Kinley. Kuhn, the runner, on second with 2 down. The Indians with 8 runs in this third inning. And Fairfield must feel like they've been on the field forever. The 0-2 swung on, bounced past the mound. The second baseman, Gridley, has it, throws to first. Too late. The first baseman, Simpson, had to stretch to make the throw, or to catch the throw, and she wasn't able to hang on to it. Kinley is on first, and Kuhn goes to third. Still 2 out. And first baseman Ava Vanderwall will stand in. Swung and fouled off the plate. Strike 1 to Vanderwall, who has singled and lined to the pitcher. Vanderwall, the 12th Oskaloosa hitter here in the top of the third. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. Baker in right field, still rather shallow for the right-handed hitting Vanderwall. The 1-1. Pitch got away from the catcher, and everybody else is going to move up 60 feet. Moorman scores to make it a 9-2 lead, and Kinley will go to second. Norris, the catcher, just couldn't find that low pitch.
Yep, we got another batter in scoring position.
The 2-1 to Vanderwall, grounded slowly to the mound. A late start
safe
by Hurd off the mound, but she throws to first in time for the out to retire the side.
Tough break for Ava. Thought she might have got it safe on that one.
The Indians with plenty of breaks in the top of the third as they score 9 times. On 9 hits, there was just 1 Fairfield error and 1 runner left. The Indians have stranded 3. After 2.5, it's now Oskaloosa 9, Fairfield 2. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN on the No Coast Network.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
After Oskaloosa scored 9 times in the top of the third, Fairfield coming to bat in the bottom of the third, trailing 9-2. They've got their 2, 3, 4 players up. Allison Rebling, the designated player, looks at ball 1. She'll be followed by left fielder Cody Engel and first baseman Hannah Simpson. Durante's 1-0, swinging a foul into the screen, 1-1. Cody Engel, 2 2/3 innings, gave up 9 hits. 9 runs, haven't been able to figure out which runs were earned and which were not, as Rebling swinging a missed strike 2. Rebling struck out her first time up. Engel walked 1 and struck out 1. The 1-2, strike 3 called. Rebling down on strikes for the second time, and Durante now with her 6th strikeout.
Yep, Faith is in her own world right now, pitching outstanding. She's letting it fly. She's got smoke coming off the end of her hand. She's on fire.
And strike one is called to Cody Engel, the starting pitcher, and now the left fielder. She reached on a throwing error by Durandi and came around to score in the first inning. And Faith can relax a little bit with a 7-run lead. Next pitch to Engel outside, 1-1. Durandi, the right-handed, deals to the left-handed hitting Engel, who looks at a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, this is the best. That was the best hits we've had since Pella, Joe. It's been a minute since we've had that game.
Fastball sails high, 2-2. A 9-run inning for Oskaloosa in the third. I have to check with Jay Harms if that's the biggest inning the Indians have had in a game this season. The 2-2 swung on, grounded foul down the third baseline. Count holds it 2-2. And Fairfield coach Bob Bradfield didn't even flinch.
He's probably seen a lot of those with how many years he's been coaching.
Engel, the left-handed batter, stands in. The 2-2 swung at a pitch that was outside and fouled into the screen. The count holds it 2-2. Some rumbles of thunder in the background here at Lacey Recreation Complex. The 2-2 again swung on, hit in the air to center field. Taking a step back is McKenna Schaffner to make the grab for out number 2.
Good play by McKenna. She was a little hesitant. You always want to take that first step back in the outfield. She was a little hesitant, having a little bit of difficulty tracking it, but, got it down and secured the out.
Now the first baseman, Hannah Simpson, the cleanup hitter for Fairfield. Had an RBI single her first time up, swinging a ground ball knocked down by Kinley. Haynes picks it up at short, but there will be no play.
Yep.
And that'll be an infield single.
Great effort by Ashley stopping the ball. And smart by Maddie Haynes, not risking the throw, not risking an overthrow, just eating it. There was no chance in getting the batter out. It's well done.
This will bring up the Fairfield catcher, Jenna Norris, who struck out her first time up. Norris, a right-hand batter, looks at strike one.
Joey, that police officer I was talking about behind left, has got the canine out.
Ah!
Looks like he's
yes.
showing the kids the dog.
The 0-1, high 1-1 to Simpson, to Norris rather. Norris, a freshman. Just like Simpson, the runner on first. The 1-1. Swing and a foul on an inside pitch. 1-2.
Yep, I like how Faith's keeping the batters on the toe. She's pitching it inside. She's pitching it outside. Nothing down the middle. She might pitch a couple high. She's just really pitching a solid game so far.
The 1-2 pitch. Little high, 2-2. Simpson, the runner on first with 2 out here in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 swung line foul just down the first baseline. Vanderwall with a reach for the ball. She wasn't quite able to get to it, but then again it was about 3 feet foul. And the count holds it 2-2 to Jenna Norris. The 2-2 again. And the ball got away from the catcher, Mormon, and that will allow Simpson to go to second. Pitch was a ball. That makes it 3-2. And there'll be a pass ball on Mormon to allow Simpson to go to second.
Yep. Faith's been pretty good in the full count area of getting strikeouts to see if she can get another one.
The 3-2. Swung on, grounded slowly to short and into the outfield for a base hit. Here is Simpson around third. She'll come in to score to make it a 9-3 game. Jenna Norris will hold at first with an RBI single.
Dang it. Nothing hurt. Just need one more out.
And Jenna Norris, the catcher, will leave for a courtesy runner And if you turn around, I could see what her number. Oh, Brinley Allison is the courtesy runner. Now third baseman Peyton McCabe stands in and bloops one in the short left field for a base hit. Johnson is up with it. Allison will have to start at second.
It is kind of hard seeing girls' numbers with their long ponytails covering it up all the time. Well, here we go. Oskaloosa had an amazing 2-out rally last game. Let's see if, I'm sure Fairfield's trying to get one of their own right here.
And the first pitch to Destiny Gridley sails high, ball one. Gridley struck out her first time up.
Yep, get snagged by Megan. Don't want to advance to base runners on a pass ball.
Norris at second, McCabe at first. The 1-0 to Gridley. An excuse me swing fouled into the screen, strike one, count evens 1-1.
Yep. As an infielder, I always felt a little bit relieved when we had a batter on first and second, because then you can just touch your bag to force an out.
And the 1-1 pitch in for a strike, 1-2. Right fielder Ellie Baker on deck. Fairfield with a run here in the bottom of the third. They trail Oskaloosa 9-3. The 1-2 hit in the air to right field, down the line, but foul. And the count holds at 1-2.
Yep, Faith just has to continue pitching it inside, outside, high or low, preferably low.
Especially with a taller batter at the plate.
Yep.
The 1-2 swung on and fouled out of here to the left. The count holds at 1-2.
Yep, she got that one a little bit high and outside. Hopefully she can throw a little bit off speed and throw it inside low. You also got to see how Megan lines up behind the plate.
Setting up a little bit outside. The pitch is well outside, 2-2.
Yep. But you can live with that as long as you just don't give the batter what she wants, and that's a high right down the middle pitch.
Schaffner in center field playing rather shallow. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike three, and that will retire the side.
Excellent pitching by Faith. She got that one high and outside. And she's been working the circle all night. Let's see if she can keep it going for a couple more innings. 7
strikeouts on the afternoon for Durante. Fairfield in the third. They get a run on 3 hits. No errors, 2 left. They've stranded 4. After 3 innings, Oskaloosa 9, Fairfield 3. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Abby Braunmeyer, the designated player to lead things off for Oskaloosa in the top of the 4th. And there's a new player at second base, Emerson Manley. And we'll have to see how many more changes they've made. It looks like there's a new right fielder as well. As the umpires make sure everybody's got their scorecard straight. Fairfield players only have numbers on the backs of their shirts instead of on the front of the shoulder. Swinging a ground ball right to the first baseman. Simpson will step on the bag for out number 1. Abby grounded out and singled to drive in a run in her 2 trips.
Abby running her way back to the dugout, stopped and talked to Sophia and Taylor Wills, maybe giving her some advice or something.
Sophia Dykstra is the batter now and takes a pitch for strike 1. Sophia with an infield single and has grounded to third in her 2 trips. Next pitch misses outside 1-1. Pitcher Faith Durante on deck for the Indians, who are up 9-3. As the sun starts to shine a little brightly. Next pitch to Dykstra is inside 2-1. Bailey Hurd, the right-hander, deals. Missed low and inside 3-1.
That's 3 pitches that have been almost hitting the dirt as soon as she releases the ball. She hasn't got the ball to rise that much.
The 3-1 from Hurd is low and away, ball 4. Hurd's first walk, and Dykstra is on with a 1-out walk. Brings up pitcher Faith Durante, who had a 3-run homer her last time up. She's also grounded to third. That 3-run dinger, the big hit in Oskaloosa's 9-run third inning.
Yep, and you know, most batters, as soon as they hit a home run, they're swinging for the fence.
Here's a swing and a foul into the screen. Count evens up 1-1.
As I was saying, when you typically hit a home run, most batters end up swinging for the fence every time because they know they can do it. But that's not the case with Faith. She's just looking for nice, clean contact.
And there's a swing and a foul out of play. Count goes 1-2.
And when she gets a hold of it, it's nice because, you know, she's not swinging for the fence. She's just swinging for that perfect contact point, and that's what I like so much about Faith when she bats.
The 1-2, swing and a foul into the screen again. Count holds at 1-2. Blair Bowman is now in the game in right field for Fairfield.
Yeah, they're really changing up their lineup.
The 1-2, high 2-2. Maybe just giving people a rest for the... Oh, wait, this is the final game of the day for them. The 2-2, Durante swing, grounder to short, throw to second for 1, and no chance for a relay. So Durante is on with a fielder's choice. Dykstra retired at second, 6-4. And they are going to say that Dykstra interfered with a chance to throw to first, and they are going to call Durante out on interference by the runner. Now, that's something you don't see every day.
Nope. I didn't quite see it. It didn't look like she slid. Maybe she was trying to round or something. I don't know.
She did come in the base a little straight up.
Yep.
Anyway, in the fourth for Oskaloosa, nothing across after 3.5. Oskaloosa 9, Fairfield 3. Back in a minute, this is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
Blair Bowman, who just came into the game last inning to play right field, will lead off for Fairfield in the bottom of the fourth, with the Lady Trojans trailing Oskaloosa 9-3. Swinging the first pitch up the middle for a base hit. Schaffner fields the ball, and a leadoff single for Blair Bowman, who was 3 for 13 coming into today's play. And this will bring up the pitcher, Bailey Hurd.
Oh.
She swings with the first pitch, hits it down the right field line. It's fair. Bowman gets to third. She'll round third and try to come in to score, and she will score standing on the double by Hurd. Fairfield not going away. It's a 9-4 game.
Yep. Sophia, she instead of doing the little J curve towards the ball, she kind of went at a direct angle. She needs to take a couple steps back and curve her angle towards the ball. Kind of like what we do in football when you're tackling a guy from by the sidelines. And that ball just happened to get right past her, and before you knew it, it was past her, and she was a little too late.
It's something that outfielders can have with receivers.
Yep.
Route running.
Mm-hmm.
Ball one pitch to Shaylin Drish, the leadoff hitter and shortstop, and the next pitch is strike one. Drish has doubled and scored and flying to right.
We got a big gap between center and right field right now.
For the left-handed hitter.
And that's where she hit her first at-bat, I know. Hit the fence in between right and center, so we might need to tighten that up, bring the center fielder more to our right.
Schaffner's over a few steps in left center. Swing and a foul down the third base line, and the count goes 2-2 to Drish.
Especially since the batter is left-handed and she's got an open stance. She's going to pull her hit. Hopefully this doesn't hurt the Indians, but it could.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 run in. 2-2 pitcher, swing and a miss, strike three as Drish went fishing for something way outside and came up empty.
Yep, excellent pitch again by Faith Durande.
8 strikeouts for Faith. 1 down for Fairfield in the bottom of the fourth. This brings up designated player Allison Rebling, who swings and misses at strike one. Rebling has struck out twice. Rebling knows something about strikeouts. She's the main pitcher for Fairfield. And time called. Rebling, as a pitcher going into the game against Van Meter, was 7-4 with a 1.70 earned run average and 119 strikeouts in 70 innings. Rebling looks at a pitch low, 1-1. Hurd the runner on second with 1 down. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, Faith has done a nice job disguising her pitches so far.
The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down in the fourth.
She did it again. She's just disguising her pitches, making them look like they're going to be strikes, but they aren't. They're a little bit outside. She got the batters all over the plate trying to hit the ball.
Now left fielder Cody Engel, who has reached on an error and scored. And fly to center her last time up. She looks at a pitch, high ball 1.
Another left-handed batter as well with an open stance.
The 1-0 pitch swung on and hit in the air to left field. Going toward the line is Johnson, and it's a foul ball. And not by much. Kaylee wasn't able to get to it, but the ball landed just about a foot foul down the left field line, and it's strike 1 and ball 1. Oskaloosa 9, Fairfield 4. As Fairfield bat in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a ball hit in the air to the left side. The shortstop, Haynes, coming over to make the grab and retire the side. Fairfield get another run back in the fourth On 2 hits, there are no errors, 1 runner left. Fairfield is stranded 5. After 4, it's Oskaloosa 9, Fairfield 4. Back in a minute, this is the Indian Classic Softball event on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
The Indians with the bottom third of their batting order coming up in the top of the 5th inning against Fairfield. Oskaloosa 9 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Fairfield 4 runs on 7 hits, and they've committed 2 errors. Bailey Hurd, the second pitcher of the day for Fairfield, will be in the circle as the Indians send up the bottom third of their order. Shortstop Maddie Haynes, second baseman Taylor Wills, and left fielder Kaylee Johnson. And Maddie Haynes looks at a pitch inside, ball 1. Haynes walked her first time up, doubled, and scored in the 3rd. Haynes, the sophomore right-hand batter, stands in. The 1-0. Swung on, hit hard toward short, right past the shortstop into left center field for a base hit. 11th hit of the day for Oskaloosa, and the second in 2 trips for Maddie Haynes.
Yep, nice hit.
And for someone who's had a rough time at the plate this year, Maddie's certainly needing this. Taylor Wells stands in and looks at a pitch for a strike. Taylor struck out her first time up, tripled to drive in a run, and scored in the 3rd. Part of that 9-run Oskaloosa rally, capped off by a Faith Durante 3-run homer. The 0-1, Wills bunts it slowly toward first. Beautiful throw to first in time for the out. Sacrifice scored 3-4. The first baseman, Simpson, throwing to the second baseman, Manley, for the out. And on the play, Haynes will go to second.
I thought that was going to be a pretty good bunt. Usually Taylor's speed allows her to get there, but an excellent throw by Simpson to the second baseman.
The important thing being is Kaylee Johnson looks at ball 1 outside. She got the ball down in Fairfield's earlier game against Van Meter. Somebody in a bunt situation. The 1-0 pitch to Wills is outside 2-0. The ball stayed a little bit up, and the pitcher, I forget who the fielder was able to catch it and then throw to first to double off the runner on first and end the inning.
Yeah, that's a no-no. There's 2 no-nos when it comes to bunting. Bunting with 2 strikes and bunting the ball in the air, because every time you bunt, that runner on first base is going no matter what.
The 2-1 to Johnson hit the shortstop, literally booted off the shortstop's leg, going into right center field. Here is Haynes coming in to score. And on the freak bounce, the Indians take a 10-4 lead.
I haven't seen a ball go that high after contact with the glove ever.
And in that opposite direction.
that was crazy.
10-4 Indians on the top of the order, and Megan Moorman looks at a pitch outside for ball 1. It might look as though she literally did kick it. But I think the ball was just hit that hard. Here's a line drive to the first baseman, and an unassisted double play. Moorman hit it hard, but right at the first baseman, Simpson, who was able to step on the bag to retire Kaylee Johnson and retire the Indians in the 5th. Oskaloosa a run on 2 hits, no errors, no one left. After 4.5, it's Oskaloosa 10, Fairfield 4. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
The Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville is the place to meet your friends for good times and great food. Try one of their mouth-watering tenderloins or burgers. And don't forget to order up some delicious appetizers like mac and cheese bites or jalapeno poppers. Stop into the Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville today, and be sure to like them on Facebook to see daily food and drink specials.
Fairfield come to bat in the bottom of the 5th, trailing Oskaloosa 10-4 in the Indian Classic. Oskaloosa lost its first game here 2-1 to East Marshall, and a 10-4 lead now over Fairfield as the Lady Trojans come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. The Indians with another game today against Creston. That schedule is started at 4:15, and we'll have that for you here on KMZN AM and FM and Radio KMZN.com and the No Coast Network. First baseman Hannah Simpson standing in and looks at strike one. Simpson has singled twice, driven in a run, and scored one. And in one of baseball's, it happens too often to be a coincidence department, a player who makes a good defensive play to end one inning is the next hitter in the other half of the inning. I think that's Vin Scully's first law of baseball. The 1-1 swung on, grounded right to the mound to Durandi. Nice reach and a throw to first in time for out number one. 1 up and 1 down for Fairfield. In the bottom of the 5th, this brings up catcher Jenna Norris, who had an RBI single her last time up. 1 for 2 on the day. Durandi's first pitch is a fastball outside, 0-1. Norris played third base in the first game that Fairfield had today. That was a 7-6 win over Van Meter. The 1-0 pitch popped high in the air, and Mormon, the catcher, can't get it as it got stuck on the screen. And the ball is staying on the screen, which will give the umpires or somebody something to do to try to get that off the screen between innings. The 1-1 pitch, low and away, 2-1. Norris, a stocky right-handed hitter. Swung and popped to short. Low liner to short, caught by Maddie Haynes for out number 2. And Durandi has retired 5 in a row. Now third baseman Peyton McCabe, who has walked and singled, officially 1 for 1. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1. Indians lost a doubleheader to Indianola last night. Were shut out twice. And then a strike on the outside corner, 0-2 to McCabe. And then the Indians lost the first game here at the Classic. So they're looking to snap a 3-game losing streak.
And these girls, I'm sure, are tired. I don't even know how many games they've had this week, but they've had a lot of games.
Assuming we get the Creston game in, that will be 9 in the course of 6 days.
Yeah. Yep.
The 1-2 pitch swung on and popped into the screen. Count holds at 1-2.
Yeah, but that's what the softball and baseball season is. It's a grind. There's a lot of games, a lot of back-to-back doubleheader nights, games the next days, practices in the morning, lifting still.
The 1-2, swing and a foul into the backstop. Count holds at 1-2. And you also got to deal with the unscheduled days off due to rainouts, which can force the schedule to be a little more crowded.
And it's hot outside.
Durandi's 1-2, swing and a foul to the right, and the count holds at 1-2. Second baseman Emerson Manley is on deck for Fairfield.
Faith has done a nice job this game, staying ahead of the batter in the pitch count. It's really helped her, and she's used it to her advantage.
1-2 pitch grounded, foul to the left, and the count still 1-2. And again, Bob Bradfield, the head coach of Fairfield, didn't flinch at all from the third base coaching box. As we've said, these teams could very well meet in the postseason. Durandi's 1-2, jammed her in a foul at the plate. Count holds at 1-2. McCabe doing a good job of hanging in there. And remember, she's an 8th grader. And there are quite a few 8th and 9th graders in this Fairfield lineup. So you just got to figure this team will get better and better.
Looks like they need another softball.
Or some ways, and they get one from the Oskaloosa dugout.
Yep, they've lost 2 tonight. Faced home run, and then the one on top of the screen. So I'm sure they're running out.
They ought to get a basketball for the situation to get those stuck out of there. The 1-2, just outside 2-2. You know, like in basketball games when the ball will get trapped between the backboard and the rim? Could use a basketball to get that out here.
I'm sure.
Here's a swing, slow roller toward third. Kinley up with it, fires, not quite in time. And McKay beat it out, but just barely. Ashley came up throwing on the slowly hit ground ball, but McCabe with the speed to beat it out.
Tough break. Just a slow roller. Yep.
That's the 8th hit for Fairfield. This brings up second baseman Emerson Manley, who's batting for the first time. She replaced second baseman Destiny Gridley in the top of the 4th inning. Emerson, a right-hand hitter, swings, pops it into right center field. Coming over is McKenna Scheffner to make the grab and retire the side. Fairfield in the 5th, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left. They've surrendered 6. After 5, it's Oskaloosa 10, Fairfield 4. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford has the lowest prices around on brand new Fords. And now when you purchase a new Craig Ford, we'll also give you a 65-inch 4K HD flat screen TV.
No extra charge.
Buy a Ford, get a flat screen at Craig Ford. And if you can bring me a deal I can't beat, I'll still give you the TV. Craig Ford in Oskaloosa, where you get the best deals on new Fords and a 65-inch HD TV.
Some limitations apply. See Craig Ford for details.
Why is Seafirst Credit Union growing so fast? Because Andy got a great rate on his new truck for him and his best buddy. Because Derek and Stephanie's checking account includes opportunities to qualify for some serious cash. And Matt joined Seafirst because his best friends recommended it. And they were right about sushi. It all adds up. Save with us, borrow with us, grow with us. Because together is better.
After 5 innings, Oskaloosa 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Fairfield 4 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. Indians bat here in the top of the 6th. Third baseman Ashley Kinley to start it, followed by first baseman Eva Vanderwall and designated player Abby Braunmeyer, the 2-3-4 hitters for the Indians. Kinley swings the first pitch, hits it on the screen toward the first base side for strike 1. Ashley, 2 out of 3, has driven in a run and scored a run. Ashley went actually 2 for 2 in that 9-1 third inning. Swing a grounder slowly to short. Drish up with it, throw to first in time for the out. Nice stretch by Simpson. The throw nearly pulled her off the bag, but she did well to keep her foot planted for the out.
She kind of maybe overstretched as the shortstop put it right at her. She might have leaped just a little too far, almost dragged her foot off the bag, but nice job for her to stay calm and get her foot back on the bag.
Now the Indians send Olivia Gordon to the plate, a freshman, to bat for Ava Vanderwall. We'll have to see if Olivia stays in the game or if Vanderwall will re-enter in the bottom half of the inning.
This happened the other night against Grinnell. She actually came and got a pretty nice hit, too.
Gordon looks at strike one. Olivia 2 for 5 on the season with 1 run batted in. Assuming she did not play last night, we don't have those stats. She was swinging a ball hit high in the air, but over the screen to the right and just missing the first base dugout roof for strike 2. Vanderwall a single in 3 trips. Bailey Hurd, who came out in relief in the 3rd inning, the 0-2, misses low 1-2.
Yep, and Olivia Gordon, daughter of Coach Gary Gordon, who is on the first base bag right now for the Indians.
And head coach Jay Harms coaching 3rd. Gordon, right-hand batter, the 1-2, swung on, hit in the air to left field. This is going pretty deep. It'll go to the wall. Gordon around first, will go into second with a stand-up double.
Nice hit by the freshman, going in for Ava, who's had a little bit of an off night tonight. Goes in and gives her a relief with a nice stand-up double.
Jay Harms' hunch is working pretty well. 13th hit for Oskaloosa today. Brings up designated player Abby Braunmeyer, who has grounded out twice and singled a drive in a run. Here's a line drive to right field, caught by the right fielder Bowman, and no chance for Gordon to advance. That's out number 2.
Would have wished Olivia would have tagged up right there. She could have probably easily got up to 3rd. Just probably the inexperience as a freshman. You know, we've all been there.
That's the toughest throw to make from right field to 3rd base. Now, another pinch hitter coming in for Sophia Dykstra is Kiana Bjornson, a sophomore. And she looks at ball 1.
Maybe just getting some of the younger players a little bit of experience right here.
And the pitch is in the dirt, blocked, but going to 3rd easily will be Olivia Gordon on a wild pitch. And the count goes 2-0 to Bjornson.
And Kiara has probably the JV record for most home runs for JV-wise.
Here's a swing and a drive to right field, and going back and reaching out to make the grab is the right fielder Bowman to retire the side. She reached out for that one. I wasn't sure if she was going to quite get it, but she did and held on to retire the side. The Indians get 1 hit in the 6th. No errors. They leave a runner. They've stranded 4. After 5.5, it's still Oskaloosa 10, Fairfield 4. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Faith Durante's first pitch to right fielder Blair Bowman is outside for ball one. Bowman with a single in her first time up as she came into the game in the fourth inning. And the Indians have made a couple of defensive changes as well. Faith Durante's 1-0 pitch high, 2-0. Olivia Gordon stays in the game to play first base, and she'll hit in the number 3 spot, replacing Ava Vanderwall. Kiara Bjornsson, who pinch hit for Sophia Dykstra a moment ago, she'll go into the game in center field, and McKenna Scheffner will move from center field to right field. Next pitch to Bowman, missed 2-0. Faith Durante has gone the distance for Oskaloosa in the circle. Indians up 10-4. 2-1 pitch. Tap slowly to second. Wills up with it. Shovels to first in time for the out.
It's a quick little shovel pass. Excellent job by Taylor. And Joe, we have some celebrities out at the Lacey Recreational Complex. Fran McCaffrey's daughter is playing for Liberty today, so he's walking around the complex. Good to see him.
Now, that's kind of interesting because his son played for Iowa City West, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
The one who's going to play basketball. Swing, hard grounder to third. Nice stop by Kinley. Throws across for out number 2.
Yep, she makes it look so easy out at third, getting that ball into her glove. Quickly, she's got a quick release, and the ball goes fast to first. She makes it look so easy.
Retiring Bailey Hurd on one pitch. Hurd doubled a drive in a run her last time up. And this brings up the top of the Fairfield batting order and shortstop Shaylin Drish. Swinging the first pitch and fouled down the first baseline for strike one. Drish doubled and scored a run, has flied out and struck out. 1 for 3 officially. Fairfield 2 runs in the first, Oskaloosa 9 in the third. Fairfield 1 in the third, 1 in the fourth, Oskaloosa 1 in the fifth to make it 10-4. Swing and a miss by Drish, 0-2 as she was way in front of that pitch. Now, does Coach McCaffrey have a daughter who's playing? Oh, you did say that for Liberty.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and he's not new to the baseball.
And a swing and a ground ball through the hole on the left side for a base hit.
His eldest son, Connor, plays baseball and basketball for him for the University of Iowa. And his upcoming son, who's going to be a basketball player for him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Cole Henry are pretty good buddies, actually. Patrick is his name.
And the first pitch to Allison Rebling is high for ball. No, in for a strike at the letters. 0-1. Patrick's one of those guys that can kind of take a shower in a garden hose.
Yep.
But he's tall and a decent shooter, I understand.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he can do just about everything.
The 1-1 pitch to Rebling, who has struck out 3 times. Swing and a foul into the screen, 1-2.
Yeah, I got to talk to Cole last night on the FaceTime as he moved into UNI last week.
Uh-huh.
So his classes started this week. So he doesn't have to take any classes in the winter.
Get a head start on the academics.
Yep.
Good move. The 1-2 pitch gets away from Mormon, the catcher, and that will allow Drish to go to second. And the count evens 2-2 on the wild pitch.
2 outs. Just get one more pitch, Faith, and retire the inning.
Durante with a long look in. The 2-2 swung on, grounded slowly to third. Kinley up with it. Fires across in time for out number 3. Fairfield in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left. They have stranded 7. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Oskaloosa 10, Fairfield 4. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
With Kate Snakenberg, Joe Lancello with you from Lacey Recreation Complex, and they have called this game to a finish after 6 innings because the next scheduled start time is 2:30, and we're very close to that. So to keep on schedule with the game as one-sided as it is, they are calling a halt with Oskaloosa getting a 10-4 victory over Fairfield. The final numbers: Oskaloosa 10 runs on 13 hits. There was 1 error, 4 left on base. Fairfield 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and the Lady Trojans left 7 on base. The winning pitcher, Faith Durante for Oskaloosa, she went the distance, 6 innings, gave up 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, walked 1 and struck out 9. Taking the loss is Cody Engel, who started, went 2 2/3 innings and gave up 9 runs, all 9 of those runs coming in Oskaloosa's 3rd inning. Big hit of that 3rd inning was a 3-run homer by Faith Durante, who was the winning pitcher.
Yep, excellent win by the Indians. Going with the 3-game losing streak, it was excellent to see them break that streak, and hopefully we build a streak of winning plays. What's been lacking for the Indians so far this season is them hitting the ball, and tonight we got an excellent display of what can happen when they hit the ball, and they beat good teams, Fairfield being a good team. And, you know, that probably won't be the last time we see Fairfield. We'll most likely end up seeing them in the postseason, and hopefully we can get them again.
And Oskaloosa with the win go to 10-8 on the season. Fairfield is now 13-10. Fairfield is all done here at the Indian Classic, while Oskaloosa will have one more game that'll be coming up against Creston, scheduled to start at 4:15. And we'll be on the air with you about 4:10 or so with the start of that game here from the Indian Classic softball event at Lacey Recreation Complex. So we're going to go back to the greatest hits of all time on KMZN AM and FM. Thanks very much to Jimmy Outback at Mission Control. Thanks to Titus Lutzring and Jared Bucklew and the Oskaloosa video production crew for their job well done. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we've got one more game coming up this afternoon. Hopefully the rain will stay away. I'm Joe Lancello for Kate Snakenberg. The final score here in Game 2 for the Indians in the Oskaloosa Classic. It's Oskaloosa 10, Fairfield 4. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN of the No Coast Network, and we'll talk to you later.
You've been listening to live Oskaloosa Indian Softball on the No Coast Network. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Claw Valve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Pella Printing, Robert Auld Investments, Malcolm Lumber, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Certified Pest Control, Community First Credit Union, Fred's Muffler Shop, Hawkeye Real Estate, Pella Regional Health Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Mahaska Drug, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Gatton Realty, the Welcome Inn of Eddyville, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care Center, and the Rock Island Tap. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.